You know, you got this tape, it's this mechanical device, you know, it's got reels inside of it. You can go like that, you know, you can't do that with a CD. You know, so you're actually interacting with this thing, you know, it's got like stuff in there. It's got a little spongy thing, it's got pieces of metal and plastic, and it moves. And if you don't like what's on it, you can throw some tape over the top and record over it, hey, you know. I've released digital before, but I really wanted to release an album and have it in an album-friendly format, something that you have to listen to from start to finish. I'm hoping to have a tape coming out soon. As far as producers go, we've kind of brought back this beat tape thing, you know? People used to make, you know, unsigned producers and beat makers used to make mixtapes and beat tapes, you know, back in the days. Like, you just make it at the house and mass record it and sell it or hand it out to your friend. But yeah, it's totally DIY process. The music's all music that I've made. Some of it I've made from other music. The artwork is going to be original, and me and my friend are going to make tapes all ourselves.
There's a lot of things that just CDs don't invite that cassettes do. I had just put out a CD earlier this year, actually, and I hated the process, and I hated the medium, and I hated giving them out. Even though I was proud of my album, I just knew that I didn't want to ever put out a CD ever again, and that I couldn't even like justify it, because I knew people would just put it in their computer and it would be on a shelf forever.
I find inspiration here, there, and everywhere. I think one of the cool things about working with analog is that you get these artifacts that add something to your music that you didn't necessarily think of yourself. You can take inspiration from that. I've done that a lot with the tracks that are going to go onto this tape.
There's something that happens to you when you release something on a physical medium. It's validating, just for yourself, but then also it's an exchange that happens between you and the listener.
I think that's one way to kind of cut through the fog that is, you know, music on the internet, because it's so fully saturated. The way to kind of cut through that a little bit, at least, is to put out a physical release, because that really pulls your album out of that whole cloud of sound. It gives you this physical thing, you know? So like, my music exists outside of the internet. You can listen to my music somewhere other than your laptop. That's, I think, worth putting a cassette out in itself.